Supper, in my opinion, is one of the most important programs, most important spaces that we have here as a resource for Ohio University and also Athens. It's an opportunity, a place for students to come and be welcomed regardless of who they are, where they come from, their background. None of that matters in the sense that we are just a very open and inclusive and welcoming space. It's an opportunity for students to be involved in whatever capacity that they feel able to do so. Volunteering for us, service, is much more expansive than just simply saying, you know, come in and sweep our floors or chop vegetables. It's about being in community.
The meal program is extremely important to the community and also Ohio University. Basically, we try to include everyone. We like to use the term radical inclusivity, and that basically means no matter who you are or what you wear, or you know, if you go by he, she, or somewhere in between, you are more than welcome here and you should feel safe. And we try to offer people so much more than just a meal. We offer them community, we offer them hope, we offer them friendship, and we try to give people worth when they're here. So that's kind of what we do.
Empowerment doesn't happen because you tell somebody they're good at something. That's great, that's fine, that's dandy, but you're an outside resource. When you say, hey, you're really good at this, so why don't you try doing this? And if someone's good at it, they feel an interior worth. And interior worth is something that you can't buy, you can't trade it, you can't sell it. But once you have it, it's a level of integrity and empowerment that you can't give to somebody. They have to take it for themselves. And when you create a program where people are taking interior empowerment, when they're able to say, yes, I am worthwhile, people that might be disregarded by society or may not feel comfortable in typical settings because bathrooms only come in 2 genders, or because they struggle with addiction, or because they are in trouble with the university, when they have that sense of interior worth, they're able to go out and be productive citizens and good members of society, and they're happy.
It doesn't happen very often that anybody can walk into a room and be assured before they walk in that they'll be welcome, they'll be accepted, they'll be cared for, their experiences and their struggles and their opinions will be heard and valued, and they'll be fed, not just food, but the kind of spiritual and emotional sustenance that we all need. And they'll be given the opportunity to feed others exactly the same way. Where does that happen in your life? Most people, they can't name a place, probably not more than one, where that kind of thing happens. And here at UCM, we provide it twice a week.
I came to UCM because it was in some way related to my first master's degree in international development and social issues of social justice, poverty, and I was very impressed how much it's connected to the community, and it's helped me also to connect more with people. That's why I keep coming back. And it's going slow for me a little bit because of my personal, like I'm not native speaker sometimes, but it helps you when you're doing things with people. So you're serving food or you're cooking or cleaning. It makes all these actions more meaningful and you connect with people much faster. And I like about UCM that it's a place where a lot of people feel safe, feel comfortable, and they just enjoy being there.
The UCM is a great place where students get together and you're able to make food together and form a bond with each other, and then you're able to feed the community, which helps everyone get to know each other and become more unified as a community together. And I think it's cool how there's kind of 2 different lives at Ohio University. There's the student population and then there's everyone that lives here like permanently, and this is a good opportunity to be able to meet everyone that lives where you go to college. And so yeah, that's why I think it's a cool experience.
I come to Thursday Supper because I love social justice, I love trying to make the world a better place, and I also enjoy cooking and I enjoy free food. But I get to actually cook the food myself, so I know what's in it. I can let people know how it's prepared, what the ingredients are, if there's any allergens in it, if it's vegan, vegetarian, has meat in it, blah blah blah, all those fancy things.
What do I like about UCM? Well, I like, for the most part, I like everything about UCM. I like the way it sounds and smells, and I like it when there are little kids running around, and I like it when I know that everyone's eating, and I like it, I like to see everybody coming together from our community to make sure that everybody eats, and to know that people care if people are eating, if that makes sense. Because you could just not care, and you could not go to UCM, and you could not have homeless shelters or soup kitchens, and I like UCM because it reminds me that at least we don't live in a world that's that bad, that there aren't places to go where you can get food. I'm just really happy it exists.
UCM provides this place for people who need support and who like a community, and it's a great place for people to go and learn about Athens, Ohio. Like, it's the new home to other students that students need to know about, that the place right next to your sorority house feeds so many people that they don't even know about, and it's so important for students to understand that and understand how important Athens and UCM is to teach the students at Ohio University about this.
My favorite part of Thursday Supper would definitely be the community space it creates. I think it's really fitting that it's in the basement because it really builds a foundation, for me at least, throughout the week. I don't have a reliable food resource, really. I have had a lot of financial difficulties. For example, I'm no longer in school, even though I was a full-time student for 3 years. Financially, I'm on my own, and I have been going to Thursday Supper for quite a while before this, and I knew what community it had there, and I knew that there would be old and new friends to help me out along the way, and it's really been what I've needed, and it's provided a lot for me that I really haven't been able to find elsewhere, especially in the university. So I really appreciate them a lot and rely on them every week.
All right, Miss Francis, what's your favorite part of Thursday Supper?
Food and friends.
If you could tell students at Ohio University anything about Thursday Supper, what would you want to tell them?
It's great.
Is there anything else you want to tell them? No? Alright, thank you, Miss Francis.
You're welcome.
When I first came to Thursday Supper, I was expecting it to be incredibly awkward and just people kind of in their own groups, like sitting with somebody they came with, something like that, but I was so surprised when I got here. Everybody was so friendly, and everybody was just like talking and having fun, cooking. It was great, you know. I just walk in, you smell all the food, and eventually as I kept coming back, you know, I realized I was like, this is home. Like, I barely know most of these people, and they're different people each week, but, you know, I end up having these great conversations that, you know, I don't know how much they mean to other people, but they definitely mean a lot to me, just connecting to people around this community, because that's something that's, I think, a lot of people struggle with in college, is finding people that they have something in common with. And that's why I love coming here, because, you know, it's not just about the food, it's about sharing something that you do together.
I like Thursday Supper because it allows me to help other people, but more than that, it allows me to help myself. I find that there's something very zen about working with your hands, and it gives me a way to organize my thoughts and have a more sort of organic way to handle myself.
I love it down here, and you know, it's one of those weirdo places in Athens that no matter what type of person you are, you can come and be accepted and, you know, build whatever type of relationships you want and just be okay.
And what we found is that people really grow spiritually by being put face to face with people they normally wouldn't encounter, and having an opportunity to recognize the common humanity that underlies their differences.
I think that the friendships that are made here among the students who return not just as volunteers but as guests themselves, and bring other people who maybe they want to introduce to the community meal program. Those can be lasting, and they'll take those values with them as they leave the university and go into their own homes and communities.
I think it's really exciting for us at UCM that Thursday Supper is about to celebrate its 20th year here at Ohio University. So it was started in 1993, and I'm looking forward to celebrating our 20 years of being here. Also, not to forget that we have Saturday lunch as well, that was started in 2006, sort of an offshoot of the energy and the commitment and the passion and the resources that came out of Thursday Supper. So I feel very, very proud of the students who are involved with these meals, and we're feeding, we're providing over 5,000 meals in an area, in a community that deals with food insecurity disproportionately to the rest of the state. So I could go on and on talking about these 3 meals. They're incredibly important to everybody who participates in them.
Now, if you come back, if you become a regular volunteer, you begin to understand a little bit more deeply what it means to be in community, what it means to be in an interdependent relationship with other people.
It just makes me happy, and I like making other people happy. So, yes, I love UCM meals.